You collect cocoa labels, eh?
No.
And the actor Brian Murphy, who starred in the 1970s sitcoms Man About the House and George and Mildred, has died aged 92. He played hapless, hen-pecked husband George Roper, who was the landlord to what was then a risque setup of a single young man living with two women.
I believe you collect cocoa labels, eh?
No.
And the actor Brian Murphy, who starred in the 1970s sitcoms Man About the House and George and Mildred, has died aged 92. He played hapless, hen-pecked husband George Roper, who was the landlord to what was then a risque setup of a single young man living with two women.
I believe you collect cocoa labels, eh?
No.
As we are also still mourning the passing on of the legend Brian Murphy, now we are seeing the wife Catherine Murphy coming out via her own social media to pay tribute to the legendary actor, comedian that is Brian. She said in a very emotional and touching statement that please say a prayer for my husband Brian Murphy. Cherish your loved ones and hold them close. Life can be fragile. Murphy's law struck our Murphy home the day before I was to return to work at my school. My husband Brian, who took care of me for 3 months after I had fallen and cracked my skull, had a large stroke on the right side of his brain. This affected his left side of his body, leaving him paralyzed on his left side. He has been in the hospital in Portsmouth, New Hampshire since January 30th of this year. Brian was an actor, a comedian, and of course he was best known for his roles in the 1970 British sitcom Man About the House and George and Mildred. He passed on at the age of 92 just a couple of days ago, and he passed on at his home that is in Kent that Sunday morning. He worked closely with director Joan Littlewood throughout their career, and more recently he had appeared in BBC medical drama Holy Bee City. R.I.P. to the legend.